Welcome back, everyone, to the Liz and Marty Show.
Welcome back, everybody.
So happy you guys are back. Chapter 17. We're back. We took a small little break for Memorial Day weekend.
We had a little get together at my house. Did you do anything for Memorial Day weekend?
Not that day in particular, but I loved having that day to catch up on some movies and did some spring cleaning and went hiking over the weekend. So,
you went to Lake of the Ozarks, huh?
Yeah. I went to a park near Lake of the Ozarks. Have you ever watched the series Ozarks on Netflix?
I saw like one season of it, and I always wanted to go there, but you always told me it was kind of boring. Because I asked you once.
I think I said that.
Yeah, I told you. I was like, should we go hike? Can we? No, not hiking. I didn't say hiking. I said, can we go visit that? And you're like, there's really nothing to do over there. And I was like, oh, okay. So I guess
if you don't have a boat or a yacht, I mean, there's really nothing to do there.
Wait, there's yachts in the lake?
So I'm pretty sure. I don't know. Is there a restriction? Can you not have yachts on lakes? I don't know the difference. Boats, anything that categorizes boats is the umbrella. Whatever mode of transportation you would like to call
that's
it.
Funny.
But yes, you guys, we're back. Thank you guys so much for joining us. I'm so happy to be back. I've missed recording and kind of doing this all over again. It felt like a really long time, when even returning back to work after a holiday kind of feels like weird.
Yes.
This week is a short week for us work wise.
Which is awesome.
Added some PTO, which is amazing. Love that for me. Love that for us. So yeah, I have so many topics, you guys. I've been like dying.
I know
I've been
a lot of
saving
things happened over the weekend.
So many things happened. I know typically today, since it's Thursday, we would do the Throwing It Back Thursday. But because we missed Monday's episode, I think we're just going to push that one to next week since the last episode you guys had. If you guys haven't listened to it already, was our childhood memories. Go back and listen to it. That one's a good one. But today we're going to be talking about news. Things that are going on and things that are going to be happening this weekend.
Things that are popping off on the social medias, yeah. There's a lot of stuff going on, yeah.
It's officially about to be summer and shit's popping off. I'm just going to say it.
Dang.
It's popping off. I'm about to pop off, really.
What you mean? What are you about to do?
I'm hopping on a plane, babe. I'm going to come see you.
Yay,
hey.
Let's go. That's awesome.
What I'm talking about.
I'm happy to see. I'm happy to see
you. I'm happy to see you.
I'm happy you're coming here. But yeah, so what's up? What do you have on the docket? What's first on the list?
Oh, how about you tell us? You went back to the movie theater this past weekend.
Oh, that's true. That's true. I went back to watch my first movie experience back into the movie theater, if that makes sense. But yeah, I went there. I went to the one that's close to my house. It's called Star Cinema Bar and Grill. There's one of those where you have you get food delivered to you instead of just your normal popcorn and stuff. So we went and it was like normal reservation of tickets. I forgot how expensive it was. It's $15 for a ticket, and then food was like another $15. And I was like, oh, okay, this is racking up quick. But yeah, we went to go see that movie, A Quiet Place 2.
A Quiet Place.
Yeah, and this movie was done before the pandemic hit, but they stopped the release. No, yeah, it was done filming and editing, and everything was ready to go, but they just didn't want to release it. They didn't want to show it in homes. They wanted to wait till theaters came back, and they literally waited a whole year for them to release it. And yeah, I gave it a rating wise. If anybody,
Marty's ratings.
If anybody hasn't seen it, I saw the first one, and I gave the first one. I saw it like 9 out of 10. It was really good. But then this one, I went to go watch it, and I was like, ooh, like it was good and everything, but it's gonna be a 7 for me on this one.
Really? I hear a lot of people went to go watch it. I heard it's really good.
It's really good, but the thing is that the storyline towards the end kind of falls off.
Here we go again.
I'm not gonna say nothing because it's a recently new movie.
Yeah. You can't, but I want to watch it.
It's really
I'll see
good.
what the hype's all about.
Really good, really suspenseful, and because it's like You would expect these movies, since it's like it's called A Quiet Place and it's quiet like all the time. You would expect it's gonna be one of those jump scare movies, that like they're walking and then out of nowhere like Wah! They get you. But nah, it's like it's happening. You're seeing it. You're seeing the monsters, and you're like, oh crap! Like most of the movie takes place during the whole day, like during the daylight. So it's not like it's at dark and like they're walking around. Yeah. It's really good, really well written. Not much.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I can get to go see it.
Did you see the first one?
I did.
Okay.
I love John Krasinski and just the collaboration he did with his wife, which I think is awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I remember watching like press junkets of them for the first movie where Emily was saying how uncomfortable, or not uncomfortable, but how awkward sometimes it was working with her husband, just because she wasn't used to seeing him as a director.
Mm-hmm.
When that's her husband.
Yeah.
So I love that dynamic. I love Cena in the first movie, and I'm pretty sure they're going to do it again in the second movie, but 7 out of 10 for you, huh?
I wonder how she takes like criticism from him, like at work, being like, I need you to redo that, and I need you to put a little bit more, effort into it.
I feel like they're so silly. They are so silly together. I mean, you see that in interviews as well. They're so fun together. I'm pretty sure if you're going to work with your husband, you have to maintain like some sort of professionalism. Like you can't, the wife and husband role cannot,
apply,
mix into work. No, I don't think that.
So then she would have to like show him like the same respect she would show a normal producer then. Basically, I would imagine. Well,
yeah, and then vice versa, director to actor, because that's
actress.
Yeah, and I don't know if she also directed, or I don't know if they worked on it together, since they're kind of.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't see at the ending. Yeah, I didn't.
You didn't see her name in the credits.
Yeah, I didn't see if she co-produced or anything. But I think you would like it. The first like I want to say like the first 25 minutes, maybe 30 minutes of the movie, it's like kind of like a prequel before the aliens got there, any of the monsters got there. So it's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's see. Like I mentioned before, so when you're listening to this episode, I may just be in Houston already. So, hey, it's going to be, I'm excited. I'm excited to go back. When was the last time I was there? Like April? Not too long ago. Not too long ago, but we have some plans lined up, and I'm going for a little bit shorter
than usual.
Than usual, but that's okay.
Yeah.
I feel like we haven't seen each other in a while, so
it should be fun.
I'm excited to ask me what I'm excited for.
You're excited? Oh, what are you excited for? I thought I was going to tell you what you're excited for.
Okay, yeah. Tell me. What do you think I'm excited for?
Tacos.
Yeah.
You're excited for the flea markets.
Yeah.
You're excited for glorious cuisine.
Yeah.
You're
love all of it.
Excited for me.
Oh, yes. All of those things. All of the above. I just really, if you guys haven't been to Houston, like I probably went to Houston once before I met you, but you really don't know a city until you are hanging out with a local that knows a little bit more.
Hey, don't call me a local,
You are a local. You
a local. I thought you were... I'm kidding.
Okay. I was like, what? Are you not a local? So what should I call you, a foreigner? So yeah. So I just love to eat when I'm in Houston. I love it. And I don't know how to feel about that, because I just met with my dietitian yesterday.
Oh.
She's like, we were talking about my progress, and we're going to follow up in a month, and I'm like, shoot, I also forgot to mention that I have this trip coming up where all I'm going to be doing is hitting at my favorite restaurants.
God damn it.
I can't be the only one though. When I travel, like, you just have to go to those spots. Like, I'm not going to go to a McDonald's, a Buffalo Wild Wings. If I'm out of town, I have to hit up the local spots. So,
and even maybe some of the chain restaurants that don't exist, and like that are not big of a chain where they're interstate.
Oh, like In-N-Out.
Yeah, because you like going to In-N-Out and Glorious Cuisine, which is kind of like a Texas chain, but not all the way.
It's definitely a franchise.
Yeah,
but yeah, it's not all over the states for sure.
No, for sure.
But anyway, you guys, let me dive into these news because there is plenty of things that is going on. So, babe, do you know who Naomi Osaka is?
Naomi Osaka is a tennis player, yes?
She is a tennis player. And just a couple days ago, so I guess she was, not that I know much about sports, but I really do follow her because I love her. I love her personality. She's so talented at such a young age. Babe, she's 23 years old.
Yeah, she's super young.
And she's absolutely killing it. But Twitter broke out when she announced that she is going to withdraw from the French Open because she put her mental health in front of doing press conferences post the game. And she's just like, I cannot handle it. And I was just like, this is insane. Like, she got fined $15,000
for not doing,
and then
press
on top of
that,
for not doing it because it's part of the, like, an athlete or part of the athlete's responsibilities as being a part of this French Open. And yeah, she says she's going to take some time away from the court. And everybody's riled up about it. Everybody's like, well, it's part of the job, like, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, can y'all just let this girl, like, decide what she wants with her life? Like, what do you think about that?
I mean, yeah, I mean, if their excuse is saying that it's part of the job, then if it's a job, you do have the right to call in sick or not
withdraw.
Or not show up to work. Like, it's what do you mean? Like,
hey, sorry, I'm
yeah.
And she also mentions how she wanted to, kind of step down and leave her spot open for someone else who's qualified or who might be interested. So it's not like she's like, I don't know.
I'm kind of happy that happens because it also shows that because it's been happening a lot in the NBA as well. I've been seeing a lot of videos of like fans and reporters like getting out of pocket, like throwing stuff at the players, like the press trying to make them look ridiculous and stuff. And it's like, dude, they're humans. They're a spectacle to watch because they're like the best athletes out there, but they're not animals, right? They're not in a zoo. You can't just like do whatever, like, just treat them horribly. Like, they're humans too. Like, I know, and I know they always try to use the excuse of like they're getting paid millions to do this, so like they shouldn't be they shouldn't be whining about a tough question, or they shouldn't be worried if somebody like spits at them or throws popcorn at them or throws like, dude, like, you gotta be respectful and you can't be out of pocket. And if it's their choice that they're done with that crap, then that's it. Like,
yeah, because I feel like a lot of reporters these days are very wild with
they're
their
all
questions.
about like they gotcha reporters. Like, they're just trying to get you and say something or do something and then create a crazy headline and just make a whole clickbait article out of it.
And something I feel like she talks about a lot, she's very vocal about her how I think she's half Japanese, half Haitian, I believe, maybe something else, I can't fully remember, but so she talks about how like the reporters, or she'll just get asked like really like questions out of left field, que nada que ver, in regards to her like ethnicity. That's why,
yeah.
Like,
oh my god, I hate that too. Like,
and it's like, what does it have to do with anything? Like, respect. Like, I feel like there's a line, but I feel like reporters don't care about like being respectful. They just care about making those headlines, and it's about time maybe someone spoke up, in that regard, that you can't just, if I'm not feeling like doing a press conference today, like, I'm gonna put my mental health in front above all of that.
Well, that's another annoying thing. Like, if you're a reporter reporting the sport of tennis, what is asking that girl about where she's from, or like something like nada que ver, like ask about the games, ask about what did you think about this player whenever she did this, or what were you thinking whenever you were down by 3 points? Like, ask something relevant. Don't go out of pocket and go ask questions about her mental health or any of this other crap. Right. That has nothing to do with the reporting. Like, I don't know. These people are trying to trying to get into like into deep to things that are not related to the sport.
Yeah, too personal.
Yeah, and if they're gonna do that, and she decides to just not come back, that's on them. Like, y'all pushed her out of the game, and if more players follow her lead, like, then what the hell are we gonna have left? You know, like the players can take the power.
More people follow. Exactly. If more people follow her lead or like start kind of like withdrawing from sports, then there has to be a change. Because I don't think the sport can afford to lose valuable players like
exactly.
that. Because it's getting to a point where it's messing with their mental health.
Because I'm pretty sure if you ask the like tennis commission, like who they rather lose, the number one player in the game, or stupid reporters asking dumb questions that have nothing to do with the game, you know?
Right.
Because I can see how they can make like restrictions and stuff. From asking for, like, if you ask some out of pocket question, like that's 1 strike for you and 3 strikes you're out. Like, I think that would be something.
3 strikes too many, babe. Kick them out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
or mute their microphone. But yeah, I wanted to bring that up because she did post about it this Monday. So and she posted like kind of like an apology note, but also kind of explaining like her reasoning, and you know, she's been suffering from depression for the past couple of years, which is, you know, something she hasn't come forward about. Not that she needs to, but the fact that people are kind of saying, well, it's part of the job, you need to do it. And it's like people are so close-minded, or maybe not close-minded, but just be open to the fact that people can be going through things regardless if you see them a different way. A lot of people are hiding. You don't know what people are going through. And so for her to come out and bring awareness to that is also, I thought it was very important.
I feel like it's also like entitledness. People feel like they have too much entitledness. Like,
yeah, like they're entitled to know, you know, to know the answers to the questions that these reporters ask. Because it's like, it's not just about the game. Like it should be about the game. And a lot of the times it's not. And that's something that she mentions. But yeah, I saw some comments. I went through the threads and that's all I kept saying was like these, I mean, based off their profile pictures, they looked pretty older, and saying kind of like, oh, this generation is soft, you know, forget the mental health, like you have a responsibility. But it's also like, exactly, she has a responsibility and she's going to put her mental health first, and I see nothing wrong with that. She paid the fine, let's keep it moving. She's still great and she will come back whenever she's ready to.
This reminds me of an interview that I saw a long time ago for Robert Downey Jr., where he's doing press about the new Iron Man movie or whatever, what's going to come out that summer. And he's doing an interview, and this guy like sits him down and he's like, so Robert, like about your father and his drinking problem. And he's like, what? Like, what are you talking about? And he's like, I mean, you don't have to answer if you don't want to, but like, you know, your issues with your father. And then he's like, he looks at his agent, and he's like, what are we doing? Like, and then he's like, you can leave. And then he's like, all right, you're done, I'm out. And then he just walks out. Like, and then he's like, no, but I just wanted to. And then, like, dude, that has nothing to do with the Iron Man movie. What the heck? Like, this is not your reality TV show where you can have like your personal private time with Robert Downey Jr. to dig deep into his life and his psyche. Like, what the, dude? Oh my god, yeah, it just riles me up.
Yeah, no, I've seen that interview. It's very, I think it's so cringe. It's been recommended to me once or twice on YouTube. Yeah, and it's just like people, the balls on these people,
out of pocket. I'm telling you.
And same with like oh my gosh, what's her name? The paparazzi. Same with them.
Oh, Lady Gaga.
So.
Oh, sorry.
Oh no, Britney Spears.
Yes. I noticed. I heard you say, what's her name? The paparazzi. And then I was like, oh. Then I just linked that song "Paparazzi" from Lady Gaga. I was like, the paparazzi.
Oh, yikes! But speaking of artists that are incredibly talented, John Mayer, my boy, John Mayer. I'm trying to contain. I love John Mayer. I feel like, did you listen to John Mayer?
Very little.
Okay.
I just started following him on TikTok because he actually has like a lot of like kind of like funny TikToks, because he looks like he's like a very serious kind of guy. And I came across one of his TikToks. He's so intriguing. I came across one of his TikToks and he's holding a harmonica. He's like, guys, I just want to make this quick video so I can show you how to play these the first 4 notes of this song or whatever. And then I'm just like listening, and then he puts it up to his mouth and he's like, and then I was like, what the fuck? What is he doing? But it was like clearly a troll. Yeah, he was just trolling. He does that a lot also with his guitar lessons. He's like, all right, guys, I'm going to teach you how to do this. It's like, you want to start with these 3 fingers. And then he goes all hard, like, to completely, like, what the fuck is he doing? Yeah.
I thought you were going to say that you started following him because of his watch collection.
Oh, I've already seen. I saw those videos too.
But anyway, I love John Mayer for his music very much so, and I'm so excited. If you guys are also John Mayer fans like me, also we should probably go to a concert together because he has a new album coming out next month, July 16th. Sob Rock. Oh my gosh. Last album he released was a few years ago, and I went to his concert then. That was the first time I ever seen him live, and it was everything. So I'm really stoked.
So all of our John Mayer fans, get hyped.
All John Mayer fans, hit me up. We're gonna go see him. We're gonna cry and scream to his songs. Probably not. I don't know. I'm so excited because usually, so in his old music, like he's dated a bunch of celebrities, you know, notable mentions.
Yeah, the dude's pretty good looking.
Hey, look, I wasn't going to say babe in front of you, but
I said it.
I definitely have a big crush on him. Love him. He's so talented. Also, I would be so devastated. I'd be so mad if somebody comes out saying that he acted out of pocket and because
you think like getting canceled?
Dude, if somebody tries to cancel John Mayer, I might just like, sorry, John, like, I'm with the Me Too.
Oh, wow.
I hope not, though. Not that I'm putting, I don't want to put that out, but I always think about that. I'm like, he's just, I always think, like, I'm not going to stop liking his music or whatever.
You're going to Michael Jackson him?
Yeah. Oh, my God. Anyway, I wanted to talk about him and music. Guess what's back, babe? Guess what's back in 2022?
In music?
Mm-hmm. In the music scene.
Raves?
The music world. Festivals? Coachella.
Oh, Coachella's back? I've never been to Coachella.
Coachella announced that it will be returning next April 2022. So that was also a big news that hit on my Twitter feed. I've always wanted to go to Coachella. It's always been kind of like on my bucket list.
Mm-hmm.
But the tickets just always sell out. And something about buying tickets without knowing who's going to be performing each weekend.
It's a little crazy.
I don't know about that.
But it's not like they miss, though, is it? Like they don't ever like.
It's not like they what?
They miss. Like it's never like they bring like a nobody in there. They're always like.
No, yeah, but it's like okay, like for example, I buy tickets to the first weekend and then I find out that John Mayer is going to be headlining the second weekend.
Oh, okay, so it's not like
okay.
Sorry, I thought it was like the 3-day pass or something. I don't even know.
No, so it's 2 weekends. It's always been 2 weekends, but you can buy tickets for both weekends, but that's insanely expensive. So I think it's like 2 days per weekend, obviously Saturday, Sunday.
Do you know what's general admission? Like how much does it go for?
I don't. I want to say it's between $300-$400, but who knows?
Christ.
Coming up. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's going to be
slammed.
Yeah.
Tickets go on sale this Friday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. If anybody is interested, don't say I didn't tell you so.
Those things are going to fly.
They are going to fly. And if people aren't wearing masks, not that you have to, you know, CDC said if you're vaccinated, whatever. But I'm just saying, at this rate, next year, everybody's just going to be like, como si nada, you know, in crowds and everything.
I mean, already.
So.
Yeah. So, are you guys ready? I mean, are you ready for Logan Paul? Nope, not Logan Paul. No, well, yeah, Logan Paul is coming to box. He's boxing Tyron Woodley next on August 28th.
Wait. Pump the brakes. You said Logan Paul.
No, I said... Did I say Logan Paul?
You did.
Oh my God, I'm tripping.
Logan Paul
I'm
fights
tripping.
This weekend.
Yeah, oh my God. I'm getting all confused. Okay, guys, sorry.
Get your Pauls together.
Logan Paul is fighting Mayweather this Sunday.
Saturday.
It's Sunday. We've both been wrong. It's Sunday. I promise you. It's Sunday.
Me?
It's Sunday.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And you know how I know? Because so guys, if you guys are interested on like, maybe you're like, I don't know who Logan Paul is. Maybe you've heard about him, but if you're one of the rare people that doesn't know him, I would recommend you go to YouTube and watch the HBO. I'm not sorry, not HBO. Showtime's like kind of like little mini documentary that they released on the fight. It's about 30 minutes long. It's really good, and it gives you like a really good backstory on Logan and who he is and what he's done and how he got really famous and all of that stuff.
He's basically a YouTuber. He started on Vine, went to YouTube, does boxing, has been a wrestler since high school, college. So
yeah, if you want to see that in a very cinematic way, then go to the Showtime. In a very
cool way.
Yeah, go to YouTube.
And of course, Showtime. A lot of people know who Mayweather is.
Oh yeah, I feel like everybody. Mayweather, it's only like, oh, he made all his money boxing, and but yeah, it's this weekend.
It's this Sunday, babe?
Yeah, it's this Sunday. Yeah, it's not Saturday. It's Sunday.
Oh, wow.
I thought it was Saturday.
Well, I just learned something. Yeah. Me too. I was like, babe, are you sure?
I know.
Oh, cool.
But I'm looking forward to it. I mean,
me too.
He's been looking really good in the couple of, like, he did some sparring. He has some sparring videos up. He looks really good, but I still, like, I don't know. Like, it's going to have to be like some lucky punch or something crazy. But if if Mayweather loses, then like, what? It's gonna be kind of crazy.
Do you think he will? I feel. Look, I'm just gonna say it like I've said it before, and I'm just in it. I'm just gonna watch it. We're gonna watch it, right?
Yes.
I'll be there this weekend. Okay, so we're gonna watch it, and I'm just gonna watch it for entertainment purposes. I'm like really not rooting for anybody. Whoever wins because it's just so exciting to see something like that happen.
Yeah, I don't have a horse in the race either.
yeah, but I would be gnarly if Mayweather loses.
That would be crazy.
To Logan Paul. Like, obviously, everybody wants to see that, right? But that's the same thing that happened with Canelo, with McGregor. Like, everybody wants to see who's next. Who's going to be that 51, 50 and 1.
Yeah.
So.
And then this past Monday, his brother Jake Paul got announced that he's going to fight Tyron Woodley. Which Tyron Woodley is a 5-time title defense holder in the UFC. Like, this guy is not like one of his old.
Dang.
This guy's not an old person. He's not somebody that's out of shape. He's not some retired like chef or anything. Like, this is an actual, like, this is gonna be for his first actual like real fight. Like, this guy, if you see his last fight that he had, Tyron Woodley, he lost that fight. But if you go back and see how he lost that fight, he was throwing haymakers, like crazy haymakers, like swinging for the outfields, like swinging like super hard. The guy got stunned. The guy, he hit him with a punch. He almost fell, but he got counterpunched and he got knocked out. But when I tell you that this guy is like no joke, like if you just see a photo of Tyron Woodley, he's looks scary.
Yeah, he looks like a big dude. I saw that. So he's going to be fighting him August 28th. I wonder, because this is, so this is the second UFC fighter that Jake Paul will be fighting.
Yeah.
And I'm curious last time was it Triller?
Triller was the one that put on the fight last time, yes.
Thriller.
But now he moved to Showtime? Or HBO?
Oh, okay. I was going to ask, are they doing Showtime? Because...
Yeah, they moved.
Yeah. Triller was doing some really sketchy things after the fight. Well, the fight itself, like the way that they had more celebrity performances over fights, it was just not... It was a very odd setup. So, if it was through Triller, if the fight was going to happen through their service, I'd probably...
Jake Paul signed with Showtime Boxing. And Showtime Boxing is also trying to pick up Canelo because Canelo's a free agent right now. So just what world are we living in where these two guys are like literally literally in the same promotion that Canelo is, and like that's so crazy. Like they're not even real boxers. They've been training for 4 years.
Okay, babe.
What?
Some would say that they are real boxers. Who knows?
Yeah. I mean, as in boxers, they've never fought boxers. Like, they've never fought a boxer. No. They haven't fought a boxer. None of them have actually fought a boxer. Like, they've never boxed another professional or amateur boxer. They've only fought basketball players, UFC fighters.
That one was funny.
chefs, kitchen chefs. No, I'm kidding.
Kitchen chefs.
Other YouTubers, homeless people.
An actor.
I'm kidding. Actor. Someone's grandma.
Elon Musk.
Yeah.
Somebody's grandma. Stop. Okay.
But no, yeah, that's the only mark that they put on them, that they've never actually fought a boxer. But
yeah,
this one's gonna be interesting. If Jake wins this one, it's gonna show the world that he does have a lot of
But he's still not a boxer.
No, I know. But see, like the way that goes with boxing, amateur boxers, they get like 60 fights before they go fight anybody pro, right? Mm-hmm. So Logan and Jake, they have not fought nobody. They have not fought 60 amateur fights. Like he would have to fight Ben Askren like 60 times before he felt comfortable going against a pro fighter. So he doesn't want to fight some amateur boxers because those amateur boxers, nobody knows them, right? So he'd rather get his amateur boxing fights in with people that are
UFC fighters,
with people who have clout, reputable. Who are reputable, who are not boxers, but they serve as good practices and good build-ups to, if he really wants to, maybe actually fight a professional boxer later on in his career. Mm-hmm. He has those amateur fights, if that makes sense. Because whenever Floyd Mayweather, before he became a pro, he had like 3 losses or 4 losses on his like 60th like amateur fights that he fought before he went pro. When he went pro, then that's whenever he went on a winning streak, 50-0, you know. But I don't blame them. Like, I think that's a smart way to go about it. Get your amateur fights in with people who are really well known, who have a lot of fans, and sell tickets and make money.
Yeah, for sure, making money.
But yeah,
but you know who is after some clout?
Oh,
and it starts with the C.
The clout monster? No, I'm kidding. Who?
Okay, maybe not. It starts with the C, but iCarly. Did you ever watch iCarly?
Babe, that starts with an I.
Okay, I and then a C. That's what I was like, not really.
iCarly? Yeah, I remember her.
Did you ever
that girl, Miranda something. Miranda.
Oh
my God, I heard her. She always get bullies because people say that she looks like Michael Jackson, which is really messed up. There's a lot of memes on the internet. I think she probably did get like
cyberbullied.
Yeah. So what about iCarly? That show's done, no?
No, they're coming back. They're coming back with a new iCarly, and I think this is a way. So you guys know there's all these streaming services. You have Disney Plus, ESPN, Netflix, whatever. Now Paramount, which I don't know, is coming out with their like Paramount Plus streaming service, and that's where iCarly is going to come back. Wow. And they're going to release 3 new episodes this June. Oh my gosh. But more importantly than iCarly, because honestly, I never watched iCarly. I watched don't understand. Did you?
Yeah,
was it good?
Yeah, it was basically like she was like just...
She was like a blogger, no?
Yeah, she was like a normal teenage girl, but then she made a blog and started getting famous, and then it was her and her 3 friends that ran like a little... It's like they ran a little skeleton crew, and they would all 3 of them would like make crazy videos for the internet, and then they would they got really famous, and this all that stuff.
It looked like a fun show. I just never watched it. I think that in our older episode,
it was like the prediction of what David Dobrik was gonna be before David Dobrik came to life, except she didn't hit any.
Before he got canceled.
Yeah, before she didn't get canceled. So what happened?
Well, iCarly, anybody, if you're interested, is coming back. And I think they're going to keep their original cast, minus one of them. But
that's going to be a hard pass for me, probably. I'm sorry, I'm not. I'm not going to go sign up for Paramount Pictures because iCarly's coming back.
Gotcha.
Sorry.
Well, what about The Bachelorette?
On Paramount?
No.
Oh, okay.
ABC's Bachelorette is back. So for those of you, Batch Nation, I don't consider myself part of them, but I have watched the last 3 seasons back to back of The Bachelor and The Bachelorette. So new season of The Bachelorette is going to release next week, and I'm so excited.
You love that
girl
show.
Katie from, I love that show. Katie from, so the contestant who's going to be the new Bachelorette was Bachelorette she was a contestant for the last Bachelor season.
Okay.
And they brought her over to be since she wasn't chosen by the Bachelor.
Okay.
She's now going to be pursuing her love. And I'm so excited because she was one of the most like genuine, if you haven't watched The Bachelor, it's pretty much trash TV. Let's just call it what it is. Trash TV. But it's a whole lot of like, pick me, obviously, because people want to win this,
a bachelor.
Whatever it is. Yeah, they want to, yeah, exactly. They want to end up married with a bachelor, whatever. But she was also one of the realest contestants from this last Bachelor season, and I just feel like she was very like real and like I could relate to her more.
Okay.
But that also caused problems because she wasn't a pick-me girl. She wasn't I'll be this for you. She wasn't people pleasing.
Yeah.
Like unlike other girls. So that's why she's so different, and I'm very excited to see what she has going on in this upcoming season. So next week, Tuesday, Bachelorette.
That's cool how they just like they grabbed somebody that they thought was authentic from that past season, and they were like, you know what, you're next.
Right.
So wait, she's a bachelor too? Like she has her life together and everything? That girl?
So she's gonna be the new Bachelorette, or what?
Oh, I'm sorry, because don't they like always like prop them up to be like the Bachelorette, like they have money and they have a house and everything like ready to go? No? Am I tripping?
I don't think so.
Or is it just like a dating show?
Like I said, I'm not even a pro. It's just a dating show.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I meant like a pro as in like I don't know much about how they cast the people that
okay. I always I was under the impression like the Bachelorette is this guy or girl that already has her life together, has her house, has everything ready to go, except they don't have nobody to live with. I mean, nobody to love or whatever,
Gotcha.
And then that's why they went on the show because...
I mean, in some cases.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I thought that was like the whole appeal of the show. Like that's why the girls wanted the guy, or that's why the guys wanted the girl. But anyways.
Yeah, no, I think, like I said, like I think a lot of the contestants, even the guys for the Bachelorette, are kind of like, they're also looking for someone to get married to. Like they're at the point where they just are looking to get married, and they're all trying to pursue that one person. And they get married at the end of the show, or they don't get married? So they get engaged, in hopes of getting married. They don't get married on the show.
That's smart.
Yeah.
There are some dumb shows that do that.
Yeah. Well, a lot of people who win The Bachelor or Bachelorette, like they don't always end up being together anyway, like a few months after that, after they actually start dating outside of the show. So it's kind of a good thing that they don't actually have to sign anything like, we're married, and kind of figure it out later. Yeah. Although some people have, but I don't really know those couples because that's like from way, way back.
Gotcha. But yeah. Nice. Do you have anything else on the docket? Do we have anything else?
I had one because I thought this was super interesting.
Okay.
Kind of like switching gears here. So world news, China announced that families can now have a third child.
China can go kick rocks, man. I'm tired of this shit.
Okay. Are you? I just thought that was super interesting. So their reasoning, here on Twitter, I saw that there is, they increased the limit of 2 to now 3 because they noticed a dramatic decline in births in the country.
It's so weird. Like, how do you even, I don't know, like,
dictate that?
Yeah.
Because they're dictators.
Well, how do you even, like, okay, let's say, like, okay, 1 child per person. But then how do you predict where you're going to be in whenever that kid is 25 or 30? And it's not like you can just start making people prop up kids out of nowhere, Right. Yeah, I don't know. Like, if
I guess it's only if you want to. They're not asking you to have 3 kids. But if you wanted to, now you can. Whereas before it was only 2 was the cutoff. Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy. But China's out of pocket, man.
They are out of pocket. But... we'll say it for them because they can't say that.
And they got Americans by the balls. Like, they got John Cena. Did you see the John Cena stuff?
No, what happened?
So,
I did kind of briefly see it.
John Cena said something like, I can't wait to be in China and like be in Taiwan with our movie, The Fast and the Furious out there, whatever, like saying some dumb shit like that. And then China's like, whoa, we're about to cut all of the funding. I mean, we're going to not let you publish that movie out here in China because you said the country Taiwan, and Chinese people don't recognize Taiwan as a country. So then freaking like 2 days later, he freaking like learns to speak Mandarin, and he's all like speaking in Mandarin, saying like, I'm so sorry for saying Taiwan is a country and this and this and that and this. Yeah, like crying, not crying, but like being all dramatic about it.
Yeah.
Speaking perfect Mandarin, which Lord knows how he learned that.
How do you know it's perfect?
Because like I've heard, no. I heard a bunch of like a lot of podcasts where they're like, dude, he's speaking like perfect Mandarin. Like not even my parents speak it like that. But I was like, damn, like this guy is on. Like, just American greed is making us bend the knee to China. Like, they just want so much, because that's the reason they want that movie out there, because that's gonna get them a shitload of money, right? And that's why the NBA, whenever somebody says anything, they quickly make whoever, the basketball player, the manager, whoever said anything, they make them apologize to China. Why? Because Chinese people buy merch, they watch the games, they become fans, and they buy stuff, right? And and the NBA can't be like, you know what, we're gonna let our players speak what they want about China, and we'll take the loss, whatever. No, they rather be like, no, we want all that money too, so let's go ahead and LeBron, go ahead and speak Mandarin and apologize to China.
That's insane.
Yeah,
of course.
It's just,
it's all business.
Yep, and that's that's crazy. It's just just because they have that buying power, they have America like ready,
And I mean, it's like,
it's a lot, man.
I was gonna say how John Cena was like one of my biggest crush growing up in middle school. I used to watch WWE.
Okay.
And, back in the day, he was like el mero mero. So
you
said John Cena, and I was like, ba-ba-da. Yes,
yeah,
love him.
With his freaking jorts.
Yes, love his jorts. No shirt. What's up? Like, I remember I wanted to go see, WWE live, when I was still watching it, but I had no one to go with because everybody thought it was kind of corny. Yes.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
And but anyway, TBT, right? You said John Cena, and I was like, ooh. I think that was like my first like official crush ever. Ew, y ahorita ya está todo viejo.
John Cena, well, I mean, I guess he was cool. He was super
todo
cool.
Mamado.
Siempre andabas ahí, no me puedes mirar.
You can't see me.
That's funny. But yeah,
I did want to mention that because I just think how, again, such crazy times we live in. I'm starting to think that, because I keep hearing over and over how a lot of people are in our generation, millennials, whatever, aren't having kids like they used to, like the baby boomers used to, at an earlier age. A lot of people are waiting and waiting. And I think that's just because, of course, like living wages, people are not ready. There's more to be done than, a lot of people don't feel prepared to be parents yet because there's so much to be done, saving wise, house, whatever, marriage.
Also, all the economics.
All those type of
I feel like are a little screwed right now.
Right. So what I was getting at is that I wonder if this country will ever, do you think we're too populated, or do you think that in the next, 2-3 years, the government is going to be like, okay, like there's serious, because there's going to be a big gap in, like, just like China said, like there's a decrease in births.
Yeah.
So there's going to be a big gap between like our parents' generation and our generation with the amount of people that are,
Yeah, I don't think we're overpopulated because I've drove into Kansas City and there's a lot of land still not.
What?
I said because I've driven to Kansas City and I've seen lots of. I mean, from here to Dallas, there's still a lot of land there, so I think we can still populate.
Yeah, but
a little bit more.
You don't want to be You don't want to be living side by side, shoulder to shoulder. That's not what I mean.
Why not? This land is my land. This land is your land.
No, thank you. I'm just curious, like, what other country is going to incentivize having children? Because I know China is not the only one. I assume. I don't know for a fact, but because I hear that more and more, I'm just curious.
Oh, you think America might one day be like, you guys need to start making children? Is that what you think?
Yeah.
Yep. Damn, but how would they even do that? I mean, they can't even get people to get a vaccine.
Well, I did hear that one incentive for the government to kind of like incentivize like people having kids was the stimulus check. How many parents didn't receive a nice stimulus check per child that they have? So it's like people are probably like, "Ooh, if I had children, not only do I get a tax credit, but I also could potentially qualify for stimulus checks." Not that there hasn't been anything announced yet, but I think that there's still some ongoing stimulus checks being handed out to certain families
Yeah. Well, I mean, if America needs more people,
children.
They can just go ahead and open up the borders for like 3 hours to let anybody in.
That's all I'm going to say about that. Period. And that's where we drop the mic, you guys.
That's it. Open up the borders for 3 hours and then let it go through. Well, yeah.
Well, thank you guys so much for listening. I hope this podcast was somewhat informational and entertaining. Thank you guys for listening all the way through. If you did, you're awesome. And I'm giving you a high five over this microphone. Stay tuned. Next week, we are going to be filming recording the next episode together.
Should we do a video one since you're going to be here?
I don't know. Should we?
No, say we do.
I think you guys should tune in and find out. Follow us on Instagram, Liz and Marty Show. And if you're not following our YouTube, that's how you'll find out.
Nice.
Go subscribe to our YouTube. And you guys have a great weekend.
Thank you guys. Later. Bye-bye.